But this was an interesting thing because I was thinking about you. I had you on the list of people that I wanted to interview, and I didn't know when to put you on. And then, of course, just like this, something happens, clicks. It's like, okay, Lisa's on this week. I need to get her on this week. And it's interesting, Earth Day, right? I mean, on Earth Day, I mean, we have all these things going on right now. So, but we have something in common. You're a cancer survivor. And I want you to share with people like a little bit of, our story a little bit, but yours, of course.
Yeah, so thank you. I am going to be 7 years in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So it's so crazy. It's just so crazy. You feel like 5 years was a big milestone, right? Because there's the 5-year survivor rate. And then, after that, I kind of forget about it until it comes around every year, and I'm like, wow, chalk up one more. So 7 years, I was diagnosed almost 7 years ago with a rare form of breast cancer. Actually didn't realize what it was. I knew there was something wrong, but I had implants. I thought I had an encapsulated implant. I had them for like 10 years, so I actually made an appointment to go to my plastic surgeon.
Okay.
And really, with the whole thought process of I was going to probably replace them. And, we had the conversation on the phone, and he said, yeah, it could be an encapsulation because it wasn't really a lump. And so, I go in for the appointment, and it's late afternoon on a Thursday afternoon, and he immediately examines me and says, that is not your implant, and turned to his nurse, ordered a mammogram ultrasound stat, which put a little bit of angst in me. The only time I heard that is on a TV show, right, when someone's dying.
Correct.
And I was first appointment the next day, and that began the roller coaster ride. And certainly nothing that I thought I would ever have to go through. I was super healthy, in the best shape of my life. I eat well, I exercise, I work. I was healthy. I hadn't been to a doctor in 9 years, not for anything, not the flu, the cold, nothing. So it really, it was a blow.
No, I know about it, and it's, going back to 7 years cancer free, and I celebrate July 11th as a second birthday. I have so many different dates now that I celebrate, of course, after so many battles, right? You're like, I'm like, wow. So July 11th, I'm already praying I'll be 13 years cancer free. And it's like yesterday. I mean, my life, the last 13 years have gone like this. I've been nonstop sharing my story, as you know, and every year have events during that week and the month of August when I was diagnosed. So I get it. But for me, it's like every day I'm looking forward to that day just to say I'm cancer free. But yet, I still live every day. I know there's people that are waiting for that date and they don't get to live their life. Like for me, I live every day like it's my last. I'm 100 miles an hour every single day because for me, today I'm healthy, right? And you get it. Like, we get it. When you wake up and you're able to move, you have energy. I remember what it is not to have energy. I remember what it is to go through chemo. I remember everything physically, like not just mentally and spiritually, but physically. Lisa, I remember it. I wake up in the morning and it's a different feeling that I think anybody. And so I try to let people know, listen, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But I know I'm crazy to you, but I'm not. I really, truly, I'm not. I've been tested. but and you have as well. And it's interesting. We remember the day. I mean, my first day was Friday the 13th, August, the first time I got diagnosed. So, we remember the day, the time. I mean, it's just crazy. Something like this happens. But, I think, I don't know, I was going to ask you this. don't you feel you're kind of like, we've gone through this quarantine thing before? I mean,
Dave, yes, David. So I do have a weekly show as well called Shine Beyond Cancer,
yes.
and the very first, we do it on Wednesdays, and it was the first Wednesday where everything had shut down. And my co-host, my co-author, business partner, and I did our show separately. We were usually together, and we did it separately and practiced the social distancing. And we had a 50-year cancer survivor on the show that day as a guest. And she's done a documentary, and it's just unbelievably amazing. And I said to her, I have goosebumps right now, because I woke up that morning, my 25-year-old daughter had asked me the night before, she's like, Mom, have you ever been through anything like this? Like, they're shutting down businesses, everything's closed, and like, have you ever experienced this? And I said, no, not really, not quite like this. And I woke up the next morning and I went, yeah, I have. I have experienced my life literally changing on a dime, thinking 1 second I'm getting new tatas and gonna be looking good, and the next second, no, you have a 36% chance to live over the next 12 months. And like I said, the roller coaster, and it really, it tests every area of your life. Yeah. Just like I feel like the people that are going through this pandemic right now, and it's testing the relationships, it's testing their body in one way or another. They've either been motivated to work out at home and eat right, or they've gone the other direction and haven't done anything, and they're eating,
correct,
chips and pizza. It's testing their mindset. Even the most positive people, and I'm saying, and we've been through it.
Yeah.
It's testing their careers, their finances, and it's all the same areas of life that we were tested as cancer patients and survivors. And when you come out of the battle, the chemo, the radiation, the surgeries, when you come out of all of that, you're going through it and you're thinking, why? What is this for? There's a reason. There must be a reason. And I just encourage people to stop and, really center with themselves and say, there's a bigger global reason, probably. I don't know. But, what is this time given you the opportunity to do for yourself, and, be able to focus on what is your purpose, what gifts, what skill sets, what knowledge do you have that you can share with other people to make their life better. And so I feel like cancer survivors, I call myself a cancer thriver, but
yes.
Survivors, I feel like really have an opportunity to really step up right now and help a lot of people, because everyone's talking about the new normal, right? Well, what do cancer survivors? You have a new normal. You have a totally new normal.
It's not, we're not normal though. Like I tell people, I've never been normal. Like for me, I don't look at life like, I think people look at normal. I don't look at normal. I've looked at my life. I was talking to my mother, same thing. It's like, you're always off the cuff. Like you're always like doing some crazy stuff, and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe it. Like it's true. But I just don't see it like, I just see it like an opportunity, and I fly in. But but going back to the quarantine, you said it. I couldn't say any better, because I didn't have a job. I was grateful. I was running health clubs. All of a sudden, no job. Thank God the company did pay for my insurance. Thank God a brother in Christ came in, one of the owners, and paid my rent. Thank God that everyone in the gyms just I guess I made a difference in their life enough for them to want to help. And my employees, oh my God, they were angels. My apartment was clean before I got home from the hospital with like Clorox and all kinds of stuff. I couldn't smell cologne. I couldn't do, nothing. Couldn't be around pets. Couldn't be around anything. And I had to be quarantined for a week before I went to get my blood work to see if my white blood count went up, and then maybe I could go back out, right? So I've done this and I was like, wait, hold on. So what did I learn then? I learned the fact that I had a purpose. I learned that there's a reason why things happen in life, and like you're right, this is a global thing. I mean, just even looking at like Venice, Italy right now, the water, and there's so much stuff going on in the world. It's almost like the world stopped to heal.
Yeah.
And yes, we are going to suffer through it. Some of us more than others, unfortunately. But like you're saying, what are we spending this time doing? And this is a reason I wanted to bring you on. Just this week, Lisa, I had 3 women call me that have breast cancer. And, I just like, I cannot not take that call. I cannot reach out. I'm literally reaching out like, call me, let's talk. And these are people young, like in their 30s, I mean, and maybe even 20s. And I'm just like, wow, it's okay. And then I'm like, oh, and then you come up because I, interviewed one of your best friends and one of my other best friends. And I said, I got to interview Lisa because I'm going to share this interview with them. I'm going to send it to them. And I want to share our interview. And actually, I want to share the interview you did with that lady. I would love to share that on my Facebook.
Excellent.
And I said, there's a purpose. And, but it was a new beginning. Like I tried not to go back to, why are we going, we're not going back to normal. We're going back to a new beginning because there's not going to be anything normal about it. Hopefully people, and here's the thing, do you think people are going to stay away from each other after this? Because I have a feeling, this is my opinion, and please don't tweet me or email me. My opinion is we are going to want to go to the mall. We are going to want to go to stadiums. We are going to want to go back to a movie theater. We're going to want to do the things socially when we are okay to do, right? When we're finally, if there's a cure or some way to battle this and our immune systems. But I feel like we're going to want to go hug people again. And I know there's people talking like, Howie Mandel, like, no, we're not. We're going to, I had this idea a long time ago. I'm like,
yeah, but Howie Mandel wasn't shaking hands with anybody for a long
ever.
time.
Oh no, he looks like a genius right now. He's like a genius right now. But I say like, I feel like the opposite. Because the one thing that I have literally lived through, and I believe the same with you, is the one word that comes up always is love. It's like, you see people that love now more than ever, especially when you see people that can't even touch each other, can't celebrate a birthday. I was supposed to speak for the kids, the mega student conference, 1,600 students for their graduation. I can't even imagine now celebrating my graduation. I can't, my prom. Like I can't, these things, and I'm like, these kids are never gonna have that moment again. How do we get to celebrate? Hopefully we get to celebrate it later. But you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I feel like we're gonna go and be like, cannot wait to hug somebody we care about, hug somebody we love. And I don't know, and that's how I feel. I don't know if you feel the same way, just because we've gone through so much already.
Yeah, I think that I think we are naturally we're natural loving beings, and some people, I wasn't always a big hugger, but a lot of my friends are big huggers, and I have to tell you, like all of a sudden I want to hug. It's kind of and but we're and this is happening around the world, and I think any country would be able to say this.
Me too. But that's our sanctuary. Like I tell people all the time, the gym saved my life. One of the attributes to my life, because remember, I was nothing. And I went to the gym during chemo. I went to the gym right after my surgery. She owns a studio. She has the top of the top equipment, power plates, and these mats, electronic stuff. You got to check it all out. But anyway, she's got all these things going on that are like insane. Is it in Naples? Where is it exactly?
Yeah, I'm in Naples, Florida. It's a personal training studio. We do small group classes, but I use frequency and vibration, and there are a lot of health benefits to it. So yes, people are working out. They are building muscle. They are boosting their immune system. We're stimulating circulation, again, boosting the immune system, reducing cortisol in the body, our stress hormone. People walk out of my studio with just this feeling.
And I had a studio in my gym with some of you, not all your equipment, but some of your equipment, and I miss it every day. Like, I mean, that was a big deal for me. And besides that, Lisa wrote a book, Shine. Do you have the cover? I would love to, see if you can see it through there. Shine Beyond Cancer. You can see it right there. And she has a co-host, a co-author, the book, who's also a cancer survivor. And I had the blessing of speaking with him on the show. When I was on their show, they invited me, and it was such a blessing. The three of us. Oh my, we had so many great, like little, amazing, tweetable moments, I guess, right? And you have the studio where you help a lot of people, not just healthy people, not just like athletes. You help a lot of people, and people that have unfortunately disability or something like that, and they can come and literally get to walk again, get to run again, get to do some great things. So I'm all about that. You know that. Me and you are believers in the power plate and circulation. We need it because I still have neuropathy, of course, but it's, I still work around it. And then you have the show, the TV show. And how's that TV show like helped you? Because for me, every time I speak, every time I share, every time it's like, it's not that I'm already healed. I get that. But you know what? It confirms why I'm alive. You know?
And I think, when I was going through it, it was something I would say over and over again. There is a reason why I was chosen for this. And, and the cancer part, the treatment part wasn't even the worst part for me. The worst part for me was a year after treatment, I had late effects of chemo and radiation. I developed infections in my radiation site in my chest, and I've got an E. coli infection in my bloodstream, and it went to the lining of my heart. I became septic and in the hospital for almost a month and died. So I had the 36% chance to live for 12 months, came out flying colors, and then 12 months later in the hospital on my deathbed. And I was like, I just went through cancer for this? Like, I am not dying in a hospital bed with an E. coli infection. Like, that's not the way this story ends. And I fought, and I fought, and I fought, and I got my life back. But it was 2 years after that of, putting trial and error, but putting the right stuff in my body. And then I met Mark, who is my co-author, Mark
Yes.
Slew, and we had an instant bond, just like you and I had an instant bond, right? And we're like, we need to write a book, and we didn't know what it was going to look like. I think it came out great. It's from two different perspectives, male, female. It's from two different types of cancers, lymphoma and breast cancer, different treatments. But the thing that is the same, and Mark and I wrote it separately and then brought it together with an editor. And the crazy thing is that the underlying will, the underlying strength, the underlying mindset was almost identical. And I think that is, and everybody has it. They just haven't
Tap into it.
I think until it's tested, until you know
Amen. I love that superpowers. I love it, but it's true. We're not tapping into it, and that's I don't know. I get for me is where we I had a friend of mine, another episode, and he's an executive producer. He's met a lot of artists. He had a show that basically goes back to like 15, 20 years ago. He interviewed him before any fame, right? And he was just telling me, David, like there's been so many times that I just wasn't grateful. Like we were just talking about, we didn't see the ending. We didn't see the finish line. And sometimes when we're high in life and we're doing great things and we keep going on a day-to-day hustle and bustle, we forget how grateful we are for the things we do have. And then when we go through something, it's like, okay, oh God, please, and we start praying and wishing or whatever. And I'm like, wait, and if you were just that grateful when everything was going on, you really appreciate the fact that even this will pass, right? Every season has a beginning and an end. One of my other guests talked about seasons, and I love that he used that as a word. He says, this is also a season. I said, oh, wow, I never thought about that being your word. And that was his word. And it is. Everything has a season. But for us, it's like it's a gift every day. Like we don't take any energy for granted. We don't take any feeling good for granted. We don't take anything for granted. Because I don't know, but that's how I feel when we talk together. And same thing with your partner. And it's the same thing. It's like, wow, I'm like, we don't. I can't. Like, people are watching that, and I'm not judging anyone. You need a distraction right now from news, right?
Yes.
And hopefully this is a distraction for everyone. But at the end of the day, it's like there's such a time. Like maybe I took a weekend, maybe take a day or two, watch all your movies.
Yeah.
But think about that book, or think about some project or something like that that you've wanted to do, and now you have this time to do it.
We just had a show last week on this exact topic. Like, what are the things that you've always wanted to try? There's so many things online for free. You don't even have to pay for them.
Yeah.
You can virtual tour the Louvre in Paris. So if Paris was on your bucket list, like, put on a beret and get on the computer and go through the Louvre. And like I get excited just talking about doing it.
I have to check it out now because I've been through Paris, so I want to check it out to compare it to see if it makes me feel the same way, like the gondola in Venice, right?
It's just the feel, But when you look at the water in Venice, you see how clear it is. They have dolphins in there for the first time
Beautiful.
in years. Like that makes your heart sing. It makes you feel joy. And when you can spend most of your time in joy, then it's hard to let that outside stuff come in. And I talked about superpowers, and I wrote the very first article I wrote about my story was in a magazine locally, and I rewrote it in the book because it really was the essence of what I went through. And the story was called Strength, Courage, and Grace. And what I expounded upon in the book is, without the weakness in our life, without the weakness of the disease, without the weakness of my body, I would not have known the amount of strength that I have.
Yeah.
And that's mental strength, physical strength, emotional strength, without the fear. I had some dark moments when I was going through cancer. And, without that fear, I would not have learned to muster the courage that I needed, not just for my life, but I had two daughters that were, I still have them, but they were 15 and 18 at the time. And these are two teenagers, their fear. And so I had to muster that courage for all of us. And then, the grace, like you get to decide how you go through this life.
Right.
It can be ugly or it can be graceful. It can be easy. It can be joyful. And I think those are superpowers that, I love teaching about them.
Amen.
And I love sharing that. And,
Yeah.
We all have it, and you know, I feel just 100% that people are going to come out of this whole thing, this whole pandemic thing, better. They're going to look back and go, that was the thing that changed my life.
That changed my life. Well, give me one. Well, you shared 3 words, and but that's already you, right? We already know that about you in the book. But give me one word that you want to share with people now at this moment. That's maybe different that people don't know, that can give people hope right now.
Yeah. So it's not only my favorite word, but it's also a practice. It's called choice.
Choice.
We all have choices. We make choices every single day. And I use this as a practice. So, you know, again, I'm a little stir crazy. I'm used to being around people. I'm used to running a busy studio. I'm used to, you know, being out in the community and talking. And, you know, I'm used to going out to dinner with my friends all the time. So, you know, I've had my moments here too. And so whenever I go into those moments, I say to myself, I choose peace instead of this. Or I choose love instead of fear. And just by acknowledging what you're choosing, it can shift your mindset literally in that moment. And it doesn't matter if an hour later you're feeling and you just say, I choose again. And you know, it applies in anywhere. It applies in relationship, it applies in career, it applies in finances. You know, we are not the sum total of our choices. We get to choose again. And
I like how you said that.
Choose what brings you joy.
Amen. Well, as we conclude this segment, you've listened to someone that I really respect a lot, because even though we didn't travel the same journey, we traveled a journey that's similar. And we know the pain, we know the suffering and the sacrifice that it took to come back. And here's the thing, coming back. When we come back, how are we going to be? Are we going to be courageous, like she said? Are you going to make better choices? Choices was her word, and it's true. Will the choice be a choice to do better, to finish what you started, to think outside the box, to maybe change your whole way of life? Because here's the thing, like I always say, cancer, we all have it in some way or aspect. There's something in your life that will distract you, destroy you, or try to take your dreams away. But will this part of your life be a cancer in your life that you will overcome, and you will come out the other way making better choices to live? To live. Not to exist, to live. She's a cancer thriver, I'm a cancer survivor. But here's the thing, we are living. The question I want to ask you is, are you? Well, I hope this amazing interview, because I love Lisa and I love what she does, and she continues to be a life changer. 7 years cancer free. I'm already declaring it. I hope that it gives you hope today. So again, like I always say, find hope, have faith, and live with purpose. And thank you for joining me in another segment of Life Changers for Life. God bless you and good evening.